That culinary school shit, we went to prison.
Smash.
We went to prison. That's the best culinary school there is. We cooked in stingers and hot pots. I made a Thanksgiving dinner in a fucking hot pot. Y'all can't fuck around with the On Da Chow.
Listen,
On Da Chow.
On Da Chow series.
Welcome to On Da Chow. I'm your host, Tragedy Khadafi, along with my co-host, Mr. A.
What up, what up?
Here on The Chow, the guest comes through and makes their signature dish just for you. Food for thought, real conversation. Y'all make sure y'all do the dishes on The Chow. Let's go.
Yeah. Right now, you're officially watching On Da Chow, where your favorite artist, executive, and/or media influence comes through and makes their signature dish just for you. I'm Traj. This is my partner, co-host Mr. At.
What up?
And yo, we got one of the last of a dying breed of MCs that still carries the real essence of New York. And besides that, the man's an author, a media personality, and a business pioneer for modern hip hop. We gotta give it up for Saigon.
Let's go, man. We on The Chow, baby.
Peace, beloved.
What's good, man? What's good? What's popping with you, man?
Check this out. We got you here on The Chow right now. What are we making right now?
Right now, I'm making my special rice, man, with some sauteed salmon, man. My special rice, sauteed salmon. You know, I learned how to cook in prison, you know what I'm saying? So On Da Chow is a real thing for me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I hated going to chow, so I used to just watch it first. I watched everybody cook, and I took a little bit from everybody, the Spanish brothers, the Jamaican brothers,
no doubt.
You know, the brothers from the regular black,
no
and
doubt.
I came up with my own. Just watch and take a little bit from everybody. I said, So I didn't start cooking in prison, you know what I'm saying? But when I came home, I remember taking a little bit from everything, and I came up with my own little way of, adding other people. It's almost like when you rhyming, you take a little bit from this artist, a little bit from everybody, and you come up with your own style.
Factual.
That's what I do in the kitchen, King. So there's a little Spanish in here, it's a little Haitian, Jamaican.
It's international.
It's international, bro.
So what we doing? We doing like a stir fry type of thing?
Nah, we're gonna do like a special rice, man. The rice is my kicker, man. The rice is gonna set it off. The fish is just accentuated. The rice got all the shrimp in it, the chicken in it, man. It's just like a gumbo. It's like a special gumbo type thing.
As you do this, we gonna hold you down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be on your side, assist you and everything.
Factual,
we gonna
man.
get into this food. We gonna step this up.
Can't
we
wait.
gonna come back with some real talk. We
Can't
got
wait.
Saigon on deck.
Wait,
We in the
man.
kitchen, man.
I
Pots
can't
are
wait.
shaking and we baking, baby.
You know how to stop, we do it, man.
Factual.
It's about to go down. On Da Chow.
So we gonna get into this dish right here. You know what I mean? And as you prepping your dish and everything, we gonna have some real talk and we gonna get into Saigon, man. For those out there that don't know about Saigon, you know what I mean? I really wanna get into that, man. I'm excited about this, man. So what we got here, man? What you need?
Man, I look like everything good. These tenderloins, these chicken breast tenderloins look good. I like to use the Atlantic salmon, man. This is from Costco. Most people don't, they go to the market and get the fresh fish, but I like to use this, man, because it's raised without no antibiotics, man. I started to think the other joint got. I think the other joint got antibiotics on the low, man. The joint be a little too strong, you know what I'm saying? And I got some raw peel shrimp, you know what I'm saying? So, it all comes together. Like, I like to freestyle when I cook. I like to, see things come together, man. And I like the way things look at the end. I'm a visual kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? It's like my art. It's an art to me, man. It's an art form. I think cooking is an art form, man. And a lot of people don't take it serious like I take it, man. Like, I'll steal niggas' girls with this meal right here. I done stole niggas' chicks. I cooked this for your chick, my nigga. She's never coming back.
Oh, man.
I swear to God.
Nothing for Mother's Day.
Yeah. I tell you, don't make me make special rice. If I make special rice, it's the end of her life.
So it's just gonna be like a jumbo type of thing.
This
like
is
a
gourmet, man. It's
rice
gumbo. It got a little bit of everything, man. Like, I like to give the people what they want, man. So if you're a rice kind of guy, you don't even need the fish. But if you like to mix match, you know what I'm saying? It depends.
All right.
Like I said, man, this is special rice, man. I done changed lives with this dish right here. Y'all gonna see, man. I could talk.
I'm gonna test your aim. I'm gonna test your aim.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna test your aim. So listen, let's get his utensils out. Let's wash these damn rinse all that out.
Yeah, you just get.
We on that type of time right now.
Whew. I feel good, man. I bought a new car today. I feel like my daughter gonna be happy, man. I got ready to hoop you, man. man. She was like, Dad, man.
Speaking of your daughter, man, God bless, man. It's beautiful.
Thank you, man.
That joint is
Thank you,
beautiful,
King.
too. We're going to get into that, though. It's beautiful,
Yes,
man.
Yeah,
Big record, man, for the culture.
Yeah, factual.
You know, I try to make records that I don't care how they do on the surface. A lot of times people...
My only complaint with it?
Too short.
Yeah, which
That's
was
what
really
everybody
longer.
say. Because it was a skit. Because it was a skit, you know what I mean? And then K Slade's the one who really told me, yo, that's a record, bro. Like, make it more than just a skit. Because it was just like a little interlude. You know, he was like, man, at least shoot a little video for it. And, you know, my daughter...
Shout out to K Slade, man.
Shout out to Slade, the drama
Slade's
king,
official.
Man. He's another one of the last of the Mohicans, man, who really go for artists like me and Trash, and artists who really bring it not only with the pen but what they talking about, because a big part of the music is what you talking about, man. And you could say a whole bunch of nothing and make a shitload of money, but at the end of the day, in hindsight, we all gonna be judged by what we stood for, man. At the end of the day,
that's a fact.
And I can make them pull your titties out all day, like shake your butt and all that shit, but I don't want to be known for that. I don't want, you know, in my epitaph, I don't want to be like, yeah, the nigga made all the girls shake their ass. You got enough guys doing that. I like to say something where people be like, damn, I got something from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, like what you did. Like I came up watching artists like you, and that made me be like, if I ever do get a chance to put my name out there and be an artist people look up to, I gotta give them something they can learn from. It's just important to me. You know what I'm saying?
High salute, though. High salute.
Now, salute to you, man.
Factual.
Because
I appreciate you.
Arrest the Pride, like those records, and early on, like I'm a Juice Crew fanatic, bro. I feel like I was part of the Juice Crew a little bit. I used to live in Spring Valley, nigga. I used to be sneaking my shit in Marley's.
I was gonna bring that up too.
With them Doberman pigeons
You got
and
one
shit.
of our boys.
With them Doberman pigeons. Marley had some dogs. He used to
You know
chase
I lived
me.
out there too.
You did? Yeah, I never knew.
Schoolhouse Road.
We used to chase Marley's car, the
red
850,
joint?
the 850. Yeah,
red 850?
what? He come through there. And then Pete Rock moved out there.
Factual.
And then we they come through the park. I was one of them little kids chasing the car around.
Yeah, I used to be out there, man. I used to be out there hard, man.
So my junior high school was right up the block.
Okay.
So we used to purposely walk, so we could look at Marley's
That's right.
garage.
That's right. Hoping to see him.
Hoping to see him.
Marl. Shout out to Marley Marl.
Shout out to
Gave
the
us a
legend.
spark.
Yeah.
Gave a lot of us a spark.
And rest in
man.
peace, Killer Shy, man, because last time I went over there, Killer Shy was over there. And yeah,
Rest in peace, Shy. Yeah,
that was my guy. Yeah, I know.
Ray Shy.
I know, a good little dude, man.
Yeah.
That was my dude, man.
Little Giant.
Yeah, exactly.
Little Giant.
Exactly.
Let me get you these now.
Exactly.
What you want to work with? You want to work with this? Just the big joint.
Anything sharp, man.
Okay, you can handle with that?
Yeah, I can fuck with this.
All right.
Alright, man, this is what I like to start cutting off my onions first, man.
Okay.
I like to get the crying shit
You
out the
want
way.
to rinse some of this?
Yeah, I'm gonna rinse the
All right,
tomato
okay.
here. I'm gonna rinse everything, bro.
That's what's up.
We just get this out the way, man.
Let
this
me
out
help
the
you out here, bro.
Rinse off make sure you rinse your veggies, man. Keep your veggies, rinse cold water, man. You ain't gotta do too much, you know.
How long you been making this?
I've been making this since I learned how to make it about 12 years ago, man.
All right.
12 years I've been making this, you know what I'm saying?
You got a name for this?
I just call it special rice, man.
Special
Saigon,
rice?
change your life, special rice.
Change your life right.
Just change your life.
Change your life right.
Yeah, change your life, man.
I like that. I like
Change your
that.
life
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, man. You did it big, man. Obviously, you know. For those that don't know, I did it big too.
Yeah, man.
You know, what was your emotion like coming up, man? Like, what was life like for you, man?
Life was fucked up coming up, man, because I always bounced around. I think the lack of stability in my life is what, you know, led me to prison.
Okay.
I'm saying the lack of stability, because, you know, I went from aunt to uncle to whoever had room for me at the time. That's why I bounced around. Like I said, I lived up in Spring Valley and shit. Lived in Newburgh, lived in Seflo and Brownsville, so New Jersey City. So I bounced around pretty much most of my life until prison. Prison was the most stable place I had. It's unfortunate, but I went to jail as a teenager. But that was my first time in my life finding stability, like having the same friends for more than...
You got sat down.
Yeah, they sat my ass down. And that's so the friends I have, I'm in my 40s. The friends I have to this day are the friends I met in prison. You know what I'm saying? The friends that when we were teenagers, we all linked up, and we all came from similar fucked up scenarios. Yeah, and it was like, you know what? We gonna God rest his soul. My friend Sharif was like, yo, man, we brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, from this point on, we gonna do life together. and figure this shit out as a collective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is my early teens. I was in prison as a 16-year-old kid, maximum security. Like you know what I'm saying? We went up there. We went up there as babies. So when you up there as babies, man, you know, you learn from your not only just the surroundings, but me, I always took the older people because it was like I want to figure out how not to end up like yo. I don't want to be in here for the rest of my life or be in here with a 85 number and this the 90 and this 20 years later and you made one mistake that sent your ass away for the rest of your life.
That's right.
So, you know, I stay around older people, the older guards like BJ, Born Justice, Shy, Rick Martin, you know, Fangs, who'll be here soon. Like these are the guys who we came up as teenagers together, you know what I'm saying? We remain friends in business. Everything I do, I always include my guys, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I could trust these guys. No doubt. I know they been there when they didn't have shit. They been there when I had a little bit. Exactly. They was there when I had a lot.
Exactly.
And they always
gotta figure them out.
I ain't gotta figure them out.
You know where they at.
That's one of my favorite Drake songs is the No New. No new friends. Yep. No, that's probably my only Drake song I like. But
that's fact. That's all.
It makes a lot of sense to me. So boom, this is how I bust my onions down. I'm saying a lot of people got their own technique.
What's your technique?
See, I got two, right? See, because being that I'm using these shits for two things. You know, when I dice them. A lot of people like to use the dice. I like to dice my shit.
Onions for two things?
Yeah, I like to do it like this.
The cut game is alright.
Nah,
that ain't from prison.
Work. Nah, this ain't from prison. You ain't giving us no shit like this unless you got the Jack Mac top. I would have had the Mac top.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I would have had the Jack Mac top cutting like this. Right. But I like these pieces of onion a little bit big.
All right.
Because these are included in my little rice game. So I like to get, when I dice these, I like them a little bit on the bigger side, you know?
All right. You seem like you know what you're doing a little
something. A little bit bigger on the bigger side, you know what I'm saying? I saved this half of the onion for something else.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I get my
That's later in the game right there?
Yeah, that's later in the game. So
all right.
Get my clove, you know what I'm saying?
Why you say you was nervous? You seem comfortable, bro.
Nah, because I'm about to train. I want to win.
You're supposed to.
I want to win. I want to leave here and be like, damn, Lord Jamal had the title to this nigga Saigon King. Fuck the game up with that rice.
Not to cut you, only to add on. I watched the interview with you, man, and you was talking about how, you know, coming up, you know, you came from a broken home.
Yeah.
And you used to take bikes.
Yeah.
You know, and that story, that was another part of your story that related to me directly, because
that was the first.
Yeah, I did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And how y'all would spray paint the bike and try to switch it up.
Yeah.
Like nobody would know that you stole the bike.
It's they shit, right? That's my shit. But and you did a bad paint job on my shit. That's when they really be mad at that.
Shit we do being young and you know, trying to come up and find our way. Yeah. But I think one of the most important things that I noticed about you and I gotta credit you for is that you went through them things, you went through those things in your life, such as myself, but you grew out of that. And one of the things I admire about you too, you know what I'm saying, is that you're comfortable in your own skin.
Factuals.
You know what I'm saying?
All day long.
Like I can see that. Like I've been around a little bit, so I can pick it up.
All day.
I can tell you comfortable in your skin.
I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of these guys are not who they say they are. So a lot of these guys get opportunity to where they get these record deals and they get all these eyeballs on them. And then they gotta try to pretend who they've been writing to be in their raps. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not who they really are. It's almost like when a person, and those are the guys who do the most, honest to say it, those are the guys who make the dumbest fucking decisions. Because somebody who's trying to overcompensate for what they're not does a little bit too much.
The most noise.
Yeah, they do the most.
My grandmother used to say that. The emptiest barrel, when you roll it down, makes the loudest noise.
Factuals.
You know what I'm saying?
Factuals.
We know a few people like that, right?
So a lot of these guys who, especially when it comes down to that street shit, because it ain't really nothing to glorify. And then you ask the guys who've been through it, who got out of it, the best thing they said is the best shit I did was get the fuck out the street and get away from that life.
That's right.
Because that shit was a dead end. It's a fucking dead end. Anybody tell you it's not? So when I hear dudes rapping about the shit, trying to make it seem like if they did get jammed up, they was in there like, yeah, nigga, I finally made it. I'm up north. Yeah. No, nigga, you was in jail saying, God, please, if you get me out of here, I'll do right next time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in there.
And if you wasn't serious, you got out. And you went back into the same thing.
And you did, yep.
And you said that you made the same promise, man.
Yep.
And we're gonna get into promise range and all that, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you grew out of that. And
I had to, trash.
What was your from the gate, hold on, from the gate, right? you got up with Just Blaze.
Not from the gate, nah.
You ain't get up with Just Blaze from the gate?
Nah, Just Blaze came after 3-4 years of me grinding, like pounding the pavement and hitting this shit hard. Like by the time Just heard about me, I was unsigned hype. I had the unsigned hype in the source. I had
remember that's when you had the specs on too.
Yeah, the specs. My shit was Rocky Balboa.
It was Rocky?
Rocky, my nigga. I can't.
You holding a little something still?
My shit won't let go. I got them jail muscles, man. Hey, you got them shits too, you know what I'm saying? My shit's a little bit more defined a little bit. Cut! Speaking of cut, I'm cutting the shit out these. I'm cutting the shit out these.
You're doing your thing, man.
Because like, you know, this is the fun part of cooking for me, prepping. This is almost like when I go to the studio and I don't know what I'm gonna say yet. I like to look at the paper and pen and go, what kind of picture could I paint today? What can I say that I haven't already said? And if I already said it, how can I make it more clear? You know what I'm saying? Because I think it might have went over some people's head. So I always try to aim to say something. Every rap, I don't care if the rap is braggadocio. I'm gonna sneak some jewels in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sneak some jewels in there. There's no way you're gonna be walk away from any Saigon song ever with nothing. There's no way. Or just, this old timer told me in prison, a person only open their mouth for 3 things: to teach, to impress, or just to hear they self-talk. There's only 3 reasons why a person open their mouth. If they ain't trying to school you and give you some jewels, they trying to show off and impress you.
That's right.
Or they just want, they like hearing the sound of their own voice. That's a nigga that just shooting shit for no reason.
Now,
just a bunch of.
You were talking about preparing and with the studio.
Yeah.
So you just dropped the EP, seven songs, 777, 7 songs. What was your process for that like? Were you?
I wanted to put more because I stepped away from music for 6 years. So I hadn't put out no music before that in 6 years. So when I did this new deal, the way Tech and Tech 9 and Travis O'Gwen structure their shit, they like
Pete, not to cut you, peace to Tech 9, man.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Tech,
Strange music.
Yeah, respect
Strange
that.
music, it goes up, man. Those guys are good, great guys.
That was Karate Chop. High salute.
Factuals. So when I was I'm just gonna rinse these off real quick.
Let me help you out.
Yeah, get your seeds and shit off.
I washed my hands
Yes, sir.
like 2 hours ago.
I'm just like 2 hours.
I'm joking.
You know, I'm about to do something like.
I was laying on you like
You just let that rock for now. But I'm saying, because I know you at least took one piss in between that.
Nah, they good.
Nah, but yeah, and the last one, I say the green for last, man. The money, it's the money ball.
It's the money. That's the money
It's the
bell.
money ball right here. This is where you get your real pepper flavor from.
So Tech
A
and
lot
Travis.
of this shit is just for you know, boutique. For look, yeah,
color?
so Tech and for color, yeah.
All right.
So Tech and Trav, you know, the way they like to do music, they understand like people's attention span is short. So them 18 album, I wanted to put out a 35 song album.
Okay.
They're like, nah, bro, like you've been away for a long time. You're like a brand new artist, so to speak, because you know your fans fuck with you, but it's a whole new. Even 6 years away from the game
It's a long time.
A long time. So yeah, man, I got my peppers cut in halves.
Okay.
Right now in half, so I'm feeling good about everything. Everything so far so good. We smooth. So now I just start cutting these shits in strips. You know what I'm saying? Cut them in strips. What you gotta watch? Be careful you don't cut your motherfucking hand off. See, I got the.
Put the already.
Nah, I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. I'm in my zone,
You
baby.
in your zone?
I'm in my zone.
You in your lane right now.
Yeah, I'm laning it. Now I'm Lane Kiffin out this
It's
motherfucker.
like in the new whip and everything.
Facts.
Boom. So
Yeah, man. So you know, I came up like our stories are similar. A lot of us who grew up in the city in poverty, we all got the similar story, man. It's the same story. A lot of us grew up in single parent households where by the time we get a deep voice and start getting some hair on our face, we feel like ain't nothing really moms could tell me too much.
Start feeling yourself.
Start feeling yourself. You know, and we put a lot of struggle on our mothers because it's hard for a woman to raise a man, man, and a lot of them like when we say when you're not something you try to overcompensate for it.
Yeah.
That happens to our mothers.
You said something like that in one of your joints where you address your pops. I think it was
man, I can't, man.
I think it was I felt like the song should have been called "Fuck You." No, but it's
probably,
fire.
yeah.
Middle
It's
finger.
fire. The middle
Probably
finger
is,
song.
yeah, fuck it.
The middle finger song.
Yeah.
Basically, when that pops,
Yeah.
and you was like, yo, I don't even like the fact that I resemble you.
Yeah, I don't even like the fact
how
I
you
look
break
like
her
you.
like
Yeah,
that.
and the fact that I still care
Love
about
you.
you. I still love
That's
you.
so powerful
Yeah,
to me.
yeah,
Yo, and it's
yeah.
funny because I just posted something a little while ago
Yeah.
about forgiveness. Because we grow up thinking that, strength is being combative
Combative, nah.
and defensive.
Nah,
But real
it's
strength is forgiving and loving. And a lot of us wasn't taught to love.
Right.
And it's not that, a pity party. It's just a reality for us.
You're right.
But I always want to keep it on the up and one foot in front of the other because I feel your story. You know what I'm saying? Your story is my story.
It's our
I'm the
story.
intelligent hoodlum, but you're an intelligent hoodlum.
But you know why? And that's that name. When I was reading and I was in my state of really deciding what kind of artist I want to be. That name, Intelligent Hoodlum, in itself is like, this is who I want to be. I don't want to be just a hood. I want to be smart. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I don't want to be a motherfucker just known for being a goon, a brute, and
No
shit
doubt.
like that.
No doubt.
I want to be intellectual. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I was in school and I was seeing the smart kids, I was a little envious of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this nigga raised his hand a lot. I ain't raised my hand once.
I want a shot.
Yeah, I want some burn on there. I don't even know the answer. I want to raise my fucking hand. So, like in my book, I talk about how I cheated the system by I ain't had an answer. So whenever all my classes had like a class clown in it, the motherfucker be cursing at the teacher and all that. So my job was just to handle him. You know what I'm saying? What we whoop his ass? Yeah, I'm gonna check him. Yo, why you calling the teacher a bitch? Nigga, I should fuck you up. So she be like, Brian, watch the language. Yeah, Brian language, but winking at me and shit.
Yeah.
So that was my way. I got through a lot of school by just taking up for the teachers. Cause you got the class clown motherfuckers who just gonna talk over the teacher and act like shit ain't nothing, everything's all good now. Boys, we ain't doing that, Papa.
Nah. It's bigger. Get greater later.
Yeah, get greater
the
later.
Book.
Yeah, man.
Pain, peace, and prosperity,
man.
Did you bring copies today?
Yes, I did, man.
Nice.
I bought my brothers a copy. You know what I'm saying?
Good aura.
Yeah.
That's a nice play.
I went to buy one,
Yeah.
but they weren't available.
They only had Kindle.
Online,
Yeah, they only do Kindle and it. People want the
Yeah.
physical, so I got
Get
this
that
for my
in
brother.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, a proud moment in my life, man. You know.
Let me hold one up
Yes,
too, baby.
please,
Hey,
man.
hold one up, man.
Please, man. It's one of my proudest moments so far, man. I wrote my autobiography, which is a 3-book. This is how much we know your life is a lot of shit, because I had to write it in a book, in a series. I had to make a series out of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Pain,
right.
peace, and prosperity. It just really goes from my jail life to the rapper shit to now to where I had to be like, I don't want to be a rapper my whole life. So it kind of like shows the pain aspect when I got a piece of myself and I start to prosper by learning business and learning how to conduct myself like a man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And I want to talk about that because, like, I watched your career over the years, and
I want to get back to back to Pyrex Vision.
Factual. I watched your career over the years, and you was on Atlantic via Just Blaze, right? Who signed you to Atlantic? Who signed you?
G and Hip Hop signed me.
Oh,
you know?
okay,
And they had Hop signed so they like put us together.
Okay.
They put us together as like, you know what I'm saying, I think these two guys sound good together. So boutique wise, it was like, okay, we're gonna have you come in as Just Blaze artist so you can get some of that energy.
No doubt.
And it worked for until we decided collectively that we wanted to make the kind of music we went. And I said, Just, as long as you with me, I really don't care about the higher ups. As long as you gonna stand by me, because dudes was coming to the studio early on listening to my album going, son, this shit ain't gonna sell. Like you sitting here kicking some Back to Africa shit, Save the Baby shit. This ain't what moves the needle. And I was like, you know what? So what's my alternative? And they're like, what's going on? Violence, sex, drugs, this is what sells.
Yeah.
And I said, that's also what sends my people to fucking prison
And
or
the
the
graveyard.
hospital or the graveyard. And I'm not gonna be glorifying that shit.
No doubt.
Y'all could rip my contract up right now. I told niggas off the rip, like, if y'all think y'all got a motherfucker who's just gonna be a nigga on a y'all just gonna turn it to
some Geppetto shit,
yeah, y'all got the wrong guy.
What I noticed too is that it forced you to go independent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I seen a lot of artists go through that because they weren't getting the support from the major.
But a lot of them guys, were doing, they ain't get the support, and they were still trying to do the shake your ass and booty shit. So them niggas ain't deserve the support. Like if you was still trying to fuck your people up and they ain't get behind you because your shit was trash or whatever the fuck, You ain't deserve it. They pretty much let me know, like, we ain't fucking with you. Because obviously people love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People, you got a big fan base. Now, I got on a huge TV show without their help. And it was more so like, people fuck with this kid. So people like he's personable. Obviously, he's on TV and shit. But this motherfucker won't stop with the the Black Power shit. And then it was like, this motherfucker won't stop. They like, nigga, don't you know you throwing it all away? And I just was like, you know what, man? I'm here for a reason, yo. I made a promise to God. None of y'all motherfuckers is. When God come, I'm not gonna be able to be like, but Julie Greenwald said all I had to do was say shake your titties and shit. Nah, that's not happening.
I mentioned Julie Greenwald in that joint.
I can't, like, cause she's the one who personally told me.
The one, the fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Julie Greenwald, you can get these balls, you know what I'm saying? Culture Vulture thought I would crash without no recalls. Look who got the last laugh. Hee haw, bitch, fuck you. That's cause I'm still here. They thought they was burying me, my nigga. They was like, this nigga not gonna sustain if we stop fucking with him.
We gonna get rid of him.
Cause usually when you leave a label, a major, everybody else look at you like, oh, you couldn't make it on a major.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Something wrong with you. You fucked up in the game.
So after Atlanta, you went to, was that Sony when you went to Sony Red?
Nah, I went to Sony Red after that.
You did something ill over there. The last time they had a record get added to radio was Wu-Tang.
Yeah, and I was one of the ones.
You exceeded that. You came back and banged out.
First time since then.
And that was Greatest Story Never Told?
Yeah, for Greatest Story Never Told. And we actually sold
90,000?
So 90,000 of them shits, yeah. On a fucking super indie. And that's when I was able to look at. That's when I was able to look at Mike Kaiser, because Mike Kaiser pulled me in his office one day and he said, yo, because I'm over there bitching about my release date. So he said, Saigon, you know, if we drop your album today, realistically, what you think you'll sell? So I said, man, he said, what you think you'll get first week? I said, I could probably, and this is at the peak of my shit. This is before they banned me from the radio and all that shit. And I'm like, I think I could sell 60, 70,000 records the first week, which is modest. To them, that's like, oh, that's. But I'm like, to me, that'd be great. Like, you giving me an opportunity to grow as an artist. You know what I'm saying? You give me an opportunity to grow as an artist. And Mike Kaiser was like, oh, I don't think you could do 60, 70,000. I said, are you fucking kidding me? I'm moving 20,000 mixtapes without you motherfuckers in the street. Like. And they didn't understand it. They wanted me to do ringtone because Flow Rider was hot. Then they wanted me to copy 50 Cent and be the super gangster. Yeah, then they wanted me to be he does skateboard, won't you do roller skates? The fuck out of here. Like, I'm one of the niggas with Heathcliff homeboys. Remember Heathcliff, man? The niggas
the rapping cat.
I'll come through with the Wordsworth.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah,
facts. They wanted me to be that dude. I said, no, thank you.
Yo, so you go over to Sony Red, the record gets added, you sell 90,000. Did you see some bread after that with that?
No, I ain't seen no money. Because they play they were still playing major deals. Major game. Oh, we spent, and I know they ain't spend it, because I go, what you spend? I can't even with a record already done that Atlantic paid for. That's the thing. I was able to leave with my masters from Atlantic. So that album, which cost.
That was under Craig Cowman?
Yeah.
Craig
is like, don't hold it. Yeah, he was decent.
Don't hold him back. Let him go.
If we're not gonna fuck with it, let him go with his music. Even though we paid for it, let him go, bro. Because they already had me for 7 years. I was over there for 6.5 years without nothing happening. I got signed 2004.
So the Greatest Story Never Told sat up for seven joints.
Years. That record was done for.
And still got added.
Still got added. Still, because you can't. When you talk about real shit, it don't expire. If I'd have been talking about the latest car or the latest fashion, the shit would have been old. I would have been talking about Burberry when it got dated. But the truth is gonna be here forever.
Talk about it. The
truth is gonna be
What's
here.
What's up with this meal? This gonna be the truth, man?
So now that I got I'm prepped up, you know what I'm saying? Now last thing I gotta do is really the onion. And I could start getting physical actually, man. It's almost time to shake up.
Let's go.
Shake out.
But not so major part of my meal, you know what I'm saying? Just little chicken tenderloins, man. It just makes the shit taste good, you know what I'm saying? So when you appreciating that, remember it's the tenderloin. We wash our chicken with vinegar. This is a black people trick. You know, you can't use too much of the shit or your shit will be vinegary. Like fiery, but vinegary. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want to use this to just clean the chicken. You wrap it around. You know, get that vinegar smell in there just to clean off the bacteria or whatever you might have there. And then you rinse it, you know. Pour a little vinegar out. Use a cold water always. Same way when you wash your ass, you rinse with cold water. I know a lot of you people don't do that. We use cold water. Bacteria lives in heat, so you want to get rid of all the heat. Unless it's super hot. Then you could, you know what I'm saying, then it'll kill it. But until then, use cold water to rinse it. Okay, we about right. That's about right. So I got my chicken in here. Now I start to season my little chicken a little bit. Using sazon. This right now, you ask any Spanish person, this right here is the key to everything right here. Sazon like a motherfucker. You put this shit on ice cream, cereal, you can put this shit on any goddamn thing. Not only does it change the color, but it gives you some flavor. Flavor, be proud of me right now. If you see me using this shit. Sazon. You heard? So boom. While my chicken a little marinate, I need a little bit of light. I like to use light adobo. I'm not big on the sodium, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, again, heart problems is a motherfucker with sodium. You don't want high blood pressure. You want to keep your sodium as low as possible, man. Always be mindful of the shit you're doing when you're cooking.
So now you on Sony Red, right?
Yeah.
You said I saw something when you was talking about you got blackballed. I think you was talking about Ebro.
Ebro, yeah, I got banned from. This is what really killed my career at Atlantic, cause Atlantic was on the fence with me. They wasn't cause I had Just Blaze, I had G, I had Hop. So I had the execs they wanted there because G also had Kanye. They had Just Blaze. They had a bunch of shit that Atlantic needed, and they knew that because Just Blaze was giving all these niggas them hits at the time. Gotta understand, he gave T.I. that big hit, that fucking with Rihanna. Yep, Just Live Your Life. Yeah. He gave him that. He gave T-Pain.
It sounds like your joint.
I want to say, I want to give Just Blaze a shout out because you know what?
Facts.
I think I'm one of the first person to give Just Blaze a real check for his production.
Yeah.
On the Against All Laws.
Oh, word?
He used to work for Platinum.
Yeah.
Platinum Out. He was an engineer there.
He was an engineer,
and he actually produced Against All Laws. Oh, that's when his beats, no disrespect, his beats at that time sounded a little Swissy.
Yeah, but
he was on the keyboard game.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, like, Just came around before, right around the same time as
yes. But then he when he got on his chop, so about it.
Nobody chopped samples like Just Blaze. Not even Ye. Ye's a monster.
He learned a lot from
Just. They learn from each other.
Yeah, good shit.
They learn from each other.
I like that.
And they both learn a lot of them from No ID. Who learned a lot from
Dilla. Mac, yeah.
Dilla was the first nigga. Yeah,
rest in peace, Jay Dilla.
He was the one really showing them niggas. But Marley, they all really learned that shit from Marley. If you want to get technical, the nigga that chops up samples better than anybody is Marley Marl.
He pioneered
that shit.
That's the doobie. That's the big homie.
Come on, that's the bigger, yeah. So if you go to any of them and you be like, where you go against Marl? They be like, come on, man, you cheating. They rather go against Primo than Marley Marl, cause niggas be sleeping on what Marley. Primo will tell you, without no Marley Marl, ain't no Premier.
Yeah.
Ain't no hip hop fucking producer in the world who would tell you if it wasn't for Marley, they'd be doing shit like they do it. It's not one, my nigga. It's not one. You know what I'm saying? And I hate the fact when we throw these big ass hip hop shows and BET does it and you know everybody wants to tap in, they leave them kind of guys
but you know what,
out of the equation.
Listen.
I don't like
but
that.
You know what? We're not gonna focus on that. You know why? That's why I fucks with you because you don't do that. You give the alley-oop.
You gotta pay homage to.
You give the alley-oop. You did it with me.
Without these niggas, without y'all showing us the blueprint when there was no money in this shit, cause y'all niggas wasn't making millions and millions back then. Niggas was getting whatever the fuck they gave you, cause you ain't know your worth really back then.
That's right.
So these niggas, we happy just being that nigga in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, yeah.
You got a little bit more than the nigga you fronting for. We didn't even know this was gonna be $1 billion thing. Like, these motherfuckers are gonna be making billions of dollars.
I remember they said, it was in Time Life. It was an article, they said this will die in 15 years. I remember that. Yeah. I was like,
now look, you turn on any kind of television TV show.
You spoke about
They
this
use
too.
hip hop for everything. Fucking hip hop is America. It is the driving force of commerce in America. They use hip hop to sell every fucking thing they sell. From cars to clothes to you name it. Hip hop is the driving force to drive consumers there. And yeah. And that's just
You
what
look like
we
you
at.
want to say something.
I was gonna ask when you got the whip today, where they playing hip hop at the spot.
Yeah, absolutely. So now I'm throwing my peppers in one spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw my peppers.
Do you
up in-
season those? You just throw them in the oil?
Nah.
what
No
we
oil. No oil. Just don't get no oil. Healthier alternative for butter. Make sure you get some country crop or some, can't believe it's not butter, vegetable spread, something like that. Healthy alternative. That's just a jewel for y'all.
All right.
So I'm ready to turn up, man.
Let's get it, man.
So for my tenderloins, I like to use sazon. You know what I'm saying? I learned this from my boy O. Shout out to Puerto Rican O. He told me sazon is the main ingredient for everything.
That's that oral.
It's that oro, man. This is that oro A1 sauce.
That's sofrito.
So frito everything. Sazon. Without sazon, you go wrong. You heard? And not the just this joint ain't got no color, so you can chuck that. We need the joint with the color. You heard? If this shit ain't got no color, you're wrong, my brother. And we back to Goya, you know what I'm saying? Adobo. Try to use light, man, because sodium, we got high blood pressure in our neighborhoods. We lay off the sodium, you know what I'm saying? Stay off the sodium, the MSG and all that. This has no MSG, none of that shit, and there's 50% less sodium. So we don't use a lot, we don't go crazy, a little bit, that's enough.
All right.
That's enough, boom. Don't go crazy, we let this soak for a little bit.
So did you rinse it with vinegar or you
I
put
rinsed it with vinegar. I cleaned it with vinegar. And
Why
cold
vinegar?
water.
Why?
Because, you know, it's something my moms used to do, man.
Yeah.
I learned from old earth. My old earth say, you know, it ain't clean unless you hit it with the vinegar, you know what I'm saying? So that's just
right.
like some traditional shit.
That's
from
right.
old
Get rid of the
old earth.
bacteria
Get
and all
rid of the
that.
bacteria.
Okay.
Actually. That's why she said the cold water. It's cold. So now what we're gonna do is my minced onion that I minced up earlier. We're gonna throw this in the garlic, the minced onion and garlic. I got 2 garlic cloves in here. So what I do now is I cut the tenderloins, I cut them in small strips.
Okay.
Like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Real quick and easy.
All right.
Nothing crazy. Boom. Small little strips. Nothing too crazy. Later on, you're gonna appreciate this. You heard? Cut them in small little pieces.
Look like you know what you're doing. Look like you know what you're doing, a little something.
So boom, I got my chicken. I don't need all of it. So any more, I just throw back. You know, any excess, you can throw back in the freezer for later.
This out
You know
for
what I'm saying? Thank you, King.
Let me walk with you,
Thanks a
baby.
lot. I got a new car, nigga. I'm happy about
You know what I'm
that.
saying? I'm gonna put this
And
right
I'm
here
happy
on
to
the
be
side.
on the Chow too.
We happy to
I
have
go
you,
from
man.
drink champs to on the Chow.
We happy to have you, man.
Yeah, that's good. The releases. Yours was last week.
Yeah.
A week and a half ago.
Pretty much.
Saigon's was 3
Yeah,
days ago,
yeah.
4 days ago.
Yes, it came out this week.
It was this week.
Yep, this week.
When did y'all film that?
We filmed that shit in summertime.
Yeah, because
That's why
the beard wasn't as long.
Yeah, I was hitting old Nori like, nigga, did y'all niggas dead at me? He's like, nah, fam, this how we do it. I'm like, nah, son. I'm seeing niggas in Miami the week of they shit dropping. Cause you know, I got drunk that night.
Yeah,
I started
yeah.
trying to fight the staff and all this shit.
Oh man.
No more alcohol for Saigon.
Yeah.
No more movies.
No.
Peace to King Slime, man. Peace
Oh
to
no,
Yard
no,
man.
Slime that's my brother. We went
Yeah,
to
that's
dinner
my
with his
dude.
mom.
That's my dude.
Afterwards, we went to dinner with his mother. I got a chance to meet his mom.
Miss Santiago, wow.
Sweet lady, man.
Official.
Beautiful lady, man.
Official.
And Nori loved the shit out of his mother, bro, like me.
Yeah, as he should.
Yeah, as he should, bro.
As he should.
Like that's what makes me miss my mom. That's why I had to talk with my daughter. My daughter's starting to get a little loose at her lips with her mother. I said, we don't do that.
Yeah.
You gonna fuck around and start a bad relationship between me and you. So this is what I do. You take the shrimp, it's half frozen, half not. We don't need too many because we don't have. Well, we're gonna shrimp it out.
Now you know they're not fully out the shell, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna shuffle. I'm gonna shuffle.
All right.
Let's go. Let's be quick and easy.
You can put a little more in there, man.
You wanna go crazy, but you know.
What's
You
that?
hungry? I mean, you
No,
know,
we
gonna
don't
rock
feed
it.
the team. I won't feed the people. Now
Yeah,
we
I know. Once I'm here, now it's all cooked right here.
Okay.
So now I'm prepped up. I'm ready to go. Everything's prepped already. Now it's all about just cooking. So within an hour or so, you're gonna have the best meal of your life, man. Saigon special rice. Shout out to my man Trash. Shout out to On Da Chow. We on the chow with it.
We on the chow right
On the
now.
go! On the chow! Stand
Boom.
count.
I'm waiting to see what we gonna do with this wine, cause I want to drink. I want to see how you gonna finesse the wine and the food.
Oh, the wine goes in a nice sauce. Man. That's when it gets crazy when you got the wine.
No freaky, but that's when shit gets sexy, you heard?
Factuals.
Yo, listen. Oh man, it's great to be here. Bless, high salute. We got the YardFather, my man Mr. Act. The team is gracious. You know what I'm saying? We gonna slide. We gonna put grease on our feet and slide. When we come back, we gonna get to the stove. We gonna circulate in the kitchen and we gonna chef this up, man. Everything's gonna be ooh ah. So yeah, hold on. So I want to circle the block a little bit.
Yeah, I think we gooch.
You were saying, all right, with the Ebro situation, man.
So, yeah.
Have you seen him since then?
Nah, man. Ebro, I thought was my friend. This is what I hurt, bro. When you think of nigga, I used to be the guy going to bat for Ebro, because a lot of people don't like Ebro from New York. A lot of people.
So I was loyal to a default.
I was the loyal to a fault because they was like, yo, you fuck with that? They was like, I'm like, nah, Ebro's a good dude.
Do you think
man.
it came higher?
It couldn't have came higher, man, because nothing happened. And then what he was trying to compare it to, that's when I knew he was reaching. He was comparing it to the shootouts and shit that happened at the station. I'm like, we had a scuffle. Nobody even got hurt. Like, nobody got hurt. The shit went, you know what I'm saying? It would have been some shit if you didn't say nothing about it, the higher ups wouldn't even known about it.
Yeah.
It ain't like they paying attention to what the fuck's going on in the underground with two underground motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He made a phone call.
Yeah. He went and told, like, yo, we can't fuck with and the thing is...
Did something happen between y'all?
Nah, that's what I thought because he had something good because I had played him. You know when a nigga look at you like they not happy for you? I played him the Jay-Z record like a couple weeks before that. Like, yo, I got Jay. Jay cleared this verse for me.
At said you killed Jay-Z on that joint.
I mean,
you know who told me that? Jay Electronica one time. He was like, yo.
I thought he got him.
Jay Electronica said that shit before it even came out. But we don't want Jay. Jay, we love you, bro. You the GOAT. For sure.
You can't have
Jay's
all.
the GOAT.
I fucks with Jay. All by
Jay, who's the GOAT?
Of course.
Jay, if you had to pick one GOAT, my nigga, and had to be like, fuck everybody being the GOAT. Everybody can't be the greatest.
I can't do that.
I
Me,
could.
you know why I can't do that? I can't do that because
you gotta factor in. I could. The only reason I could, because I factor in. You know what I factor in? The longevity part. The longevity. Like how long you did it for. I'm not going.
L.
Jay did it longer than L.
Yeah, way longer.
Yeah,
At
Jay
a
did it
higher
longer than
level.
L at a higher level. And Drake
That's
kind of
global.
got. Drake is past L at this point.
I think
Drake might be
that's
number
true.
2.
I'm not the country only
Drake
add on.
might walk around me too.
That's true.
It's scaring me now.
I mean,
How, my nigga?
Drake is nice, but
We factor in the singing? Because Big Daddy Kane and them niggas was singing.
I didn't say that. Heavy D was incorporating that. That's not what I'm saying.
Kane. I told Kane. I
How
said,
long is Drake?
Drake got like a 12-year run on top. 12.
Longer than
12.
Yes,
I think.
L wasn't on top for 12. L was sticking and moving. This nigga's consistently, every fucking year, he's the guy.
The game wouldn't evolve for Drake to be in a position
But no,
to
we're
do
not
that.
talking about the innovator. We talking about who.
Well, all right, hold on,
Yeah.
wait. Hold on. Without a L, right? Drake is standing on the L shoulders, so to speak. That it evolved. because
Everybody's
of that.
standing on somebody's shoulders.
Of course.
Yeah,
that's true.
Look,
You know what I'm
of
saying?
course.
Everybody's standing on somebody's shoulders.
Good shit.
But you gotta look at it. This nigga did what you did and just maximized it to 1,000. So I can't put you over him. That's the same way we can't put certain niggas over Mike because they came first. You can't put Dr. J over Mike.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah, you can't. Even though Mike wanted to be him and he was like, yo, I wanted to be Dr. J growing up. And the dunks and all that being in the air, he was looking at the Dr. J.
But if he didn't
But he
have-
took his shit to the next level.
But if he didn't have Dr. J as a standard,
That's a fact. So
would he have
probably
looked to
not.
see another
Probably
level?
Probably not. But you can't say I didn't evolutionize what you did and took your
Of
shit to the
course,
next. That's
as
what I'm
it
saying.
should. Like not the country. Look at Puff, right? When Puff came, Puff
We've
came
never had a
after
Puff
Andre,
since.
right? Puff came after Andre, right? So Puff was able.
Andre
Harrell, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Puff was part of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. His partner Alonzo Brown was actually the one who got me my deal at A&M Records.
Dope. That's dope. That's big.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Huh?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, factual. So look at Andre. Like Puff exceeded Andre in a sense because Andre set the template. Andre was the
why
template.
if you had to give, he ended up working for Puff.
Yeah.
So who? If you had to go execs, you gonna put Puff over Andre, nigga. I end up hiring you.
As he should. You supposed to do that.
That's the reason why when niggas do the Jay and Nas shit, like I be like Nas, like if you them niggas battle 100 times, Nas might win 100 times. But when the battle and the war is two different things. Who wins the war? That's a fucking debate. That's a debate.
So
battle versus war is two different
because
things.
Jay-Z brokered the deal with Def Jam?
No, because not only just brokered the deal, but Jay-Z still performs at a high level as an artist too. It ain't like you're killing him on an artist level. Y'all niggas is like, yeah, but on the other side of the shit, business-wise, he's destroying you. On every other thing, I wouldn't say destroying, because Nas is a great businessman. He's growing into a great businessman. But when it comes to Hov, a nigga that made $1 billion out this shit, a beat, without really compromising his shit and sticking to what he stands for, and being the guy from Marcy who I can't. I can't put nothing above it.
I love that. We was just talking about that.
I can't put nothing above that.
I love that.
Because then you gotta look at who would you put above it.
There's no.
If it ain't him, who
you know who we put above it?
Who?
God comes next and goes above it.
And nobody has
they will.
But as of now, Jay's
you
the
understand
GOAT.
my point, dude?
I mean,
But as of now,
20 years maybe.
Yeah, a long time.
Before Jay, when was it then? It doesn't matter how.
Before Jay, it was L. It was guys like that. But them niggas came and took it to the next level.
Well, we look at how far we had not come far enough.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. You hit it on the head.
It's the line. What is that? That's the line, right?
Yeah. We only made it this far to notice how not far that we are. So this is my diced onion and garlic.
So this kind of marinated a little bit too. The chicken.
Yeah, you let that marinate a little bit.
All right.
And right off the rip, you come back to your mainstream. You come back to the Sazon Goya.
That aura.
That aura. And this right here is gonna set you right. Bing. This is when you know.
So what is it? You use a pack in the bowl?
One pack. Yep. One
and
pack.
And then a pack on the onion.
Pack.
Yeah.
I use the pack on the chicken.
And you season the onions.
Yeah. So now what I would do now is I'll put some black pepper in this joint.
Why you put your onions on first and not the peppers with it?
Cause you know why? Let me tell you the truth. You want the smell to get people's appetite running. And the smell of onions frying just smell good. You know what I'm saying? So whoever you cooking for gets their appetite flowing when you fry and cook onions and garlic. So this is black pepper. This is the secret ingredient for a lot of shit, black pepper. It's not the best thing for you, but in moderation, it's the way.
Also, too, for y'all out there who don't necessarily cook, you cook your onions first and your peppers last. The peppers cook faster.
Yes.
So that's why I was taught.
Y'all smell that flavor?
Grandma.
I'm learning something.
You know what I'm saying? Learn to listen to learn, baby. I
a lot of
smell
people
it too, and the garlic's in there.
Yeah,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So right away,
She over there. Look, she over there. You chefing it.
Yeah,
And
she like
damn,
this
that
might be
smell good.
something. This might be something. So
Whoa.
why you cooking for your shorty, or hopefully it's a new joint who really don't know how busy you get?
Yeah.
Cause now she over there like this. Her nostrils.
So go in the room.
Her nostrils is blowing up. So now my mushrooms that my man opened up, gorilla style, sliced mushrooms. We're gonna throw that in with the rizzice. You heard?
Bang! Falmati.
Balmonte, you heard? 252. Shit.
Across the planet.
Across the planet.
The
man.
mushrooms is in, beloved. That thing smelling right.
Doing it right, man. It's light work.
Listen, once again, if you're just tuning in and coming to the table for a plate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We with
Saigon.
Saigon to YardFather. We got Fangs in the building. The team is on deck. Once again, Saigon is in the kitchen, y'all.
Co-op, baby.
Chefing.
Chefing like a madman.
Happen over there? But if you can sit with it.
You gotta be a smart ass kid to turn this stove on. They child-proof the shit out of this motherfucker. You gotta be a baby genius to turn this motherfucker off.
Speaking of children, man, I listen to the Promise Ring, man.
Promise Ring, man.
Promise Ring. That's
shout out to Milano Moore,
yes.
man. My 9-year-old. She just turned 9. And she got a knack for it, man. She loves it. She been around.
The fruit don't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, she just been around it. She been around it her whole life. Thank you. She been around it, like whether in the studio with me, whether somewhere with me. So she just got a knack for the music, man. And her rhythm for somebody her age. You know how you gotta coach grown men in the studio. You coach a lot of people. So when you coaching a motherfucker, the hardest thing is to get them on beat. And
help them find their rhythm.
Help them find a rhythm. She catches that shit so quick and easy. That I know she got. If she wanted to, it's not something she wants to do. But if she ever wanted to, I know she'd be good at it. So now I add my chicken to my garlic and my onions. So now I start to cook the chicken. This is the diced chicken that I season.
Boom.
And now it goes in here with this. So this is when I could turn my heat up a tiny bit because I want my chicken to cook. I want my chicken to cook thoroughly. We don't want no salmonella, no crazy shit. So now we just start to cook the chicken.
I wish you could smell this right here.
Yeah.
This is off the No Bullshit DVD series.
Yeah.
This should smell right.
A little bit of light. We stay with the light. That's why we add a little bit because we don't want our shit too salty. Get too salty and nobody wants to eat your food. You know what I'm saying? Some people think salt make everything taste good. That's bullshit. People think, oh, if it's salty, it's flavor. No, you gotta find your balance.
That balance.
That balance, you know what I'm saying?
That's why we gotta love hip hop, man.
Yeah.
We gotta love hip hop.
Hip hop teach you how to do everything.
I know it was a time you was on the stove stirring something else.
Yeah.
And right now you in the kitchen stirring that
hip-hop,
food up.
Man,
You
hip-hop
came a long way.
all of our lives, man. Like
Today.
this is what I tell people, man. This is the most beautiful culture we ever known as a people, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're innovative, obviously creative. We turn a regular pass, we turn a chest pass to a no-look pass. You know what I'm saying? We turn a riddle into a rap. This is what we do as innovative, creative people, as black people, because we came here with nothing. When you ain't got nothing, you gotta improvise. You gotta learn how to take something. You gotta make toys out of fucking sticks and stones. You gotta make something out of nothing. And that's what we mastered that art as being black people in America, because they wouldn't give us shit, not even education. So we had to take everything we learned, like even drums. Like in slavery days, when we talk about running, we wouldn't learn how to read and write, so we had to follow the drums.
Yeah, in code.
We had to talk in code. That's where Morse code, a lot of that shit come from us.
I think
code.
Not to cut you, I think, right. I want to touch on this since we in that lane. I think that's real important
God,
too.
this shit right here looking like
Racist, right. He getting his wiggle on. Niggas wiggle on.
Is this sci-fi over here?
Sci-fi, man.
Sci-fi?
A little bit better though.
Putting that together. You putting that thing together.
Yeah.
But what I was saying was not to take away from the food, because this is food too, right? It's food for thought. Why we chef this up?
Actually.
When we say like black people in America had to take, you know, it's important that we highlight the fact that you're taking chances right now, not making the typical music, not playing it safe, and you're actually talking about issues that are real.
I sacrificed a lot of money, man. I've sacrificed fame, money, and I knew it. And once Justin...
But you get money in other ways.
Yeah, of course.
Get money in other ways.
You gotta feed your family.
The book is here.
Yeah, the book is residual income.
It's selling.
And it's a 3-point... Yeah, the book ain't even come out yet. It comes out officially on Christmas. And I already sold 200 books just off the strength.
No doubt.
200 books. Like, I expected to sell 200 books all together. Because it takes... It's not the little $30 investment for the book, but that kind of time that it takes to read a book is 6 hours, 6-7 hours of your life.
Yeah.
If somebody's willing to invest that kind of time in your life, they fuck with you.
That's right.
Because I'm not reading nobody book that's 370 pages unless I really want to know about this individual.
That's right.
So that right there shows me that I affected enough lives to where people would buy my book and really invest in reading my story.
That's right.
That shit speaks volumes in itself.
That's right.
That's how I know I did something right. A lot of people always want to pinpoint what you did wrong.
Again, I want to circle the block a little bit instead of say circle the table. Yeah. Like I was really I was moved by that song, Promise Ring.
Promise Ring. Yeah, you know what's funny? That's probably, in all the years I've been doing this, which is almost 20 years, I've been professionally, like, making a living. Some people are telling me that's the most impactful song I've ever made in 20 years. And it's only 1 minute and 30 seconds long. That's how you know, when you hear for something real, you can't put a time limit on it. Because every father who watched that video who don't have no relationship with his daughter, so many guys hit my joint and was like, bro, you made me want to start a relationship with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I've already had 100 people already. And the song just came out, hit me and was like, yo, you know what? You made me want to be in my daughter's life. Like, come on, you can't fucking...
Even for someone, I don't have children, but I'm an uncle. So that put me in my brother's perspective.
No
And,
doubt.
like, to really, like,
you know what I'm saying?
you know, that's some
And you can do that with words. The power of words is so powerful, man. The tongue is mightier than the sword. That's some real shit. The tongue is mightier than the sword. And people look at that like, oh, it's just a figure of speech. But most figures of speeches have some real shit behind them. It's not a figure of speech like when they say the truth will set you free. That shit is true. The truth will set you free. And I'm gonna throw the whole corn with the corn juice in there. Very important. I do this shit for real. Keep the corn juice. Don't deny the corn juice. The whole thing goes in there, you heard? The whole thing goes in there.
All
The
right.
corn, you want the flavor of the corn. You understand what I'm telling you? So I added the corn.
Again, when I heard Promise Ring, you know what it made me think about? It made me think about, like, what if the Saigon now could go back and talk to the young Saigon?
Yeah.
What would he say to him?
the younger.
Younger or the younger?
There's a lot of young Saigons, you know what I'm saying? There's a few of them because even coming out of prison, I made a lot of stupid mistakes. Because I felt like the world owed me some shit. The world owed me something. If you watching, I'm using light adobo, only light.
And you realize you owed yourself?
Yeah, nah, I didn't realize it at first. I just felt like I owed the world something. I was trying to catch up to the time I lost. So I'm like, damn, I'm 22 years old, 23. I only fucked 3 girls in my whole life. I need to be at least, most 23-year-olds fuck 20 girls by now. So I started just screwing girls just to catch up to a number when it's the dumbest shit in the world. It's a dumb way to look at shit. But you looking at it like, oh, I can make this time back up. And once time is gone, fam. That's the one thing in the world you could lose, you could never get back. And I didn't realize that at the time. You know, I'm still young, 22, 23 years old. After being incarcerated since I'm 15, I don't understand the concept of you lost that time. I'm thinking, oh, I could get it back. All I gotta do is speed up and go shoot more niggas and go do that. Cause I was still in that mindset. I wasn't on no mindset.
What had you like that though? What?
Losing the time. Losing the time. I felt like the world owed me some shit, and I was wrong. Don't nobody owe you shit, my nigga. The only person that owes you something is you. Once again, back to the Saigon. I use this for everything. This pretty much goes on a lot of shit. You don't want to use more because this has a lot of sodium too. You don't want to use more than 3. So if you use this, my 3rd pack, I'm gonna use 1 more or 4 altogether for this 4-course 5-star meal. So what I'm
I see.
So this 5-star meal, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is I'm lightly giving my shit love, a little sazon. Cause I'm gonna use this shit for two different things. So I'm not gonna use the whole pack. Give this some light love. So now that we're here, this is what we're gonna do. So this one, I'm gonna get fancy with it. See, this is when I start. California garlic. This is California garlic, man. You can't get this shit anywhere. It's not just in California. You can't get it in New York if you search high and low for it. This is California garlic.
Crenshaw garlic.
Smell that. That's Crip. That's Crip
different.
garlic.
Smell like Watts.
Smell like Watts. Look, I'm ready to throw Crip signs fucking with this.
Smell a little different.
But it's California. It's gonna give you that different kind of flavor. You heard? California garlic. Remember I told y'all that, man. C-Town.
Speaking of
Spice on.
California, you made mention in one of your joints talking about banging.
Yeah, banging is fucking us up. And banging is detrimental to our growth as a people. We can't brag about something that's only the high part of it is killing ourselves. You wouldn't brag about suicide and shit like that. And what we do when we gangbang is genocide. It's us bringing each other down.
Right.
That's why the fact when you see gangbanging being pushed to the forefront, you know there's somebody behind that shit pushing it. You know what I'm saying? When you see gang banging being celebrated, you know there's somebody who understands the power of it is pushing it.
Some you said I related to when you was like, yo, the music I listened to at that time, I was trying to live that out.
Yeah,
And I remember somebody pulling up on me one day at a show and he was like, yo, I caught my first case, man. Listening to the War Report.
Yeah, me.
No, yo, you know what?
Bro, I had to fight with Mobb Deep because of the War Report. Bro, like y'all niggas was so influential.
That didn't make me feel good,
bro. It don't make me feel. That's the thing. I had a song, Come Again. Like dudes was getting shot, Brian, and I'm like, I'm not proud of this shit.
I wasn't, but
it feel good in a way because you like, oh, I got that kind of influence, but it's negative. And you go, damn, I'm influencing niggas to do some negative, foul shit to each other. But, so it don't feel good.
Y'all were living, that's where you were when you recorded that music.
You're right. You're right.
Some of that energy was there. I'm not gonna deny that. But if you really listen to what I'm saying, I wasn't glorifying it in that sense.
Neither was I.
At least from me, like I'm telling you, this shit is a horror flick.
What it was.
It's a horror flick.
It's a horror flick. But
you don't want to be in this movie.
But they're taking
California Onion.
They're just taking the part, the romantic, the romanticized part.
Onion and garlic. California. Bang, bang, bing, on the chow. Bang, bang, bing. That's how we do it. Now this is gonna be perfect. This is gonna be nice. So now this is how I cook my rice. A lot of people boil their water. A lot of people put the rice in the water before it boils. I don't do that. I take this, I stew my shit, get it right to this point. So don't jack my swizz and this little smooth all the way.
Listen, I'm on that, bro.
So now, you know what I do? What we do? Pour the water in there. I don't use measuring cups. I play it by eye.
Now when we had Trench, what did he do? He put holes in it.
Yeah.
To see, but he cut holes in the sand.
How long did he let it sit though?
Not too long. A few minutes.
Not as long as that.
He poured watermelon juice on it.
You ain't doing too much, man. Doing the most. Naughty always did a lot. Niggas had machetes and shit. Shout out to Trash.
Peace to Trash. Peace, Kane.
That's the big bro,
Trash,
by the way. Niggas.
Trigger, that's Trigger.
Those are the big bros and shit, man. Shout out, man. Fam Rock, man. KG.
Yeah,
talented bunch of brothers. And they was early on really talking about the struggle in rap, because that song Ghetto Bastard.
Yeah.
It's my shit, bro. I never do, I thought, to me, I used to reenact the video. Like, this is my real life.
One of the few artists that make hard commercial music.
Facts.
That shit was hard commercial.
And a lot of big hits. A lot of smashes. He's another one who don't get the credit when they do these big hip hop shows.
That's why we gotta do it. You get it from me.
We leave a lot of our heroes out, bro. Like Trash, like Marley, like without your lane, you was the first motherfucking conscious gangster. Everybody, even Ice Cube, you was before Cube. That conscious gangster shit, intelligent hoodlum, that was you first. Like we grew up, arrest the president. Like we didn't know the president could even get arrested back then.
That was tragedy, though.
That's him.
Listen, when we come back, we're gonna get into this meal. We're gonna get into this meal. We're gonna taste this thing.
Rice.
My man is gonna finish it up, close it up, and get it popping, man.
It's about to be the best meal of your life. I tell you what.
Smells right.
If I don't win this On Da Chow thing, I know it's not a contest.
It's
not a contest.
But I'm a competitor. I compete.
I'm like that too.
And you know what? And I just want to think I'm the best rapper, chef. Aksha Bronson, you my man. You can't fuck around.
Like Flush is my man.
Can't fuck a real.
He can't
Flush
fuck
is a
with me.
chef.
Yeah, he went to cooking school.
Can't fuck with that culinary school shit. We went to prison, bro.
Smashed.
We went to prison. That's the best culinary school there is.
I love you, Flush.
We cooked in stingers and hot pots. I made a Thanksgiving dinner in a fucking hot pot. Y'all can't fuck around with the On Da Chow. Like,
Listen,
On Da Chow.
On Da Chow serious. When we come back, we're gonna give thanks with this motherfucking meal Saigon's giving.
Yes,
Pardon my
yes,
language,
yes.
but it's banging. On Da Chow.
Boom! Dude!
All right, so we back. We about to go from the stove to the table.
Yeah.
Everything's gracious. We about to get into this meal for real. That's special rice, man.
special rice.
You ready?
Man. I'm ready, man.
You ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I don't know who was winning, who cooked some good shit.
This is not a
but
competition.
it wasn't special rice.
Listen.
But my rice is special, King.
Let's taste this first.
I
want to see how special it is. I really do. You ready?
I'm ready, man.
That's my guy.
Let's go. Let's just serve it up. On the chow. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Fish, rice in the middle.
Rice goes here.
Ooh.
Fish goes here. Nigga. Nigga.
Okay.
All right.
Smelling right.
Smelling right.
So this is what I call
right.
special rice, man. It got shrimp in it. It got chicken. It got everything you love in here. You know, this is my special wine sauce peppers, my wine pepper sauce.
Onions.
And this is my sauteed salmon, stovetop, so it cooks quick. And this is it, man. This is my special rice. Like after this, man, I don't think none of y'all should come back on
Let's
the
get
chow.
to this thing. Let's get to
Don't
this.
come up here.
Are we ready for
Shut our shit down.
Don't come up here cooking no burgers and shit or cooking no pizza bites and none of that shit. Cause this shit ain't gonna land, Mo. If you're
Let's
not
get to the
cooking
place.
gourmet, this is some gourmet shit.
You got the shrimp and the rice, right?
Yeah, man.
Shrimp in the
Shrimp
rice.
is in the rice. If you eat shrimp, man, it's all Gucci, man. This is what I do, man. And I tell y'all, man, this is all gourmet shit, man. This is buffalo salmon, bro. This salmon is fire right here. This is, come on, this is white wine Santa Margarita, not regular Pinot Grigio. This is shit. This is shit Mariah Carey drinks, man. Mariah Carey drinks this kind. We only use the Mariah Carey kind, my nigga.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? This is butterfly shit. You know what I'm saying?
On the Chow Show.
Look.
Saigon,
boom,
special
boom.
rice.
You caught that? Special rice. Nigga, this is a up north nigga right here.
Oh!
Nah, I'm good.
Stop.
I'm
What
good.
you fucking around for? You cut your face. It's great.
I thought I did too. I ain't no bullshit. Nigga, who gave me this bullshit ass?
No, come on. Let me.
No, nigga.
You got it?
You got it.
All right,
Right,
okay.
right. Come on.
Alright, come
See, this is the part y'all niggas don't know about niggas who help. Let's go help. Nigga, what kind of shit is that? You gotta cut it diagonally.
Listen, man, I'm not cutting my motherfucker. Fuck that.
Yeah, niggas that I ain't doing. I
The
can
rice
serve
still
up. I can
steaming?
serve up.
Yes, we can. Let's go. I'm with it.
Hold on. First thing I want to do, I want y'all to get this, man. Look, you see this?
That's how you do it?
The high.
We call that slick
That's
ricking.
that high slick Ricky. The one eye zone.
One eye.
From up top.
Up
Y'all
top.
forward shit.
Factual.
All right, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
That's how I'm gonna serve my guys, man. Serve my guys up nice. Got it? Yeah, this rice look nice. It's
Yeah, it
rice.
does.
There you
It
go.
does look good.
There we go. Come on, watch this. It look like it's a little bit.
I'm kind of hungry too right now. I ain't gonna front.
Watch this, man. Let me add them. See them? Double shrimp. No shrimping. Shrimping ain't easy, nigga.
Shrimping and pimping.
Shrimping ain't easy, kid.
Shrimping ain't easy.
Scrimping ain't easy.
Scrimpington.
Scrimping, the script life.
Scrimp. This is scrimp life. I throw this on the side. This is just This is just when you want to get busy. You can add or subtract this to your meal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Add or subtract. How it works out. You know what I'm saying?
And what's in those again?
This
Peppers
is just
and the-
peppers and onions and mushrooms. It's just I wish I had more mushrooms, but I only add a little bit. You ain't see it. I did it on the low. But you know,
The
it's
mushrooms in here or in the rice?
It's in both, man.
What about yours? Yeah.
Huh? I'm coming back.
That's perfect.
I'm coming back.
That's good.
Let's go.
You gonna do that? Y'all don't do hot sauce or no kind of.
Nah, I'm good. I want
Just
to
regular?
taste the flavor.
My man, I like to give you the
Thank you, sir.
bing bong.
Looking right.
Oh man, when you look at this. So this is what we do. Yeah, we like to bless our shit with the lemon juice. You know what I'm saying? Lemon is good for you. Antioxidant, of course. Citrus, something citrus. So let's get into the taste test, man.
Yo, we are back on the chow with the YardFather Saigon, one of the last MCs of a dying breed. still carrying the essence of New York hip hop,
Yes, sir.
among
Still
other
be-
things. And now the place is done.
Place is done. I stepped it up.
Oh, wait.
I mean, I'm ready to dig in, man.
You ready to go in?
Yeah,
Me
yeah.
too. You
I
ready?
took me-
I'm fucking hungry. Yeah.
Let's taste
get
this.
this.
Let's go.
Let's
See
go.
what you talking about?
I'm gonna be honest now.
Mix a little bit of that peppers in your joint, in your rice.
The rice is here. I ain't gonna front. The rice is here.
Mix a little bit of peppers in there.
How's this looking?
Liddy to titty. Stop playing with me.
He did his thing. He did his thing. He did his thing. Y'all father, you about something.
Eat up.
I
I
am.
want to know.
Yo, I want to thank you for
Now
pulling
mix the
up.
rice with the fish. Put a little rice, fish, and a little peppers on one fork.
My guy's official. He was
That's
actually,
how I do it.
He was buying a
Mix
car
a little
today.
bit of.
He was
Yeah.
buying a car today and made sure he pulled up to do the show. It was raining, storming outside, and a hurricane. I saw trees flying
What you
around and
think?
shit.
Is it landed?
It's good.
It landed.
Fucking proper.
Landed.
No, it's good.
Landed.
Yo, Saigon special rice. I want to thank you for coming, brother. I appreciate you. I
Thank
appreciate
y'all.
what you do for hip hop.
Got the shrimp. Got the shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp.
Appreciate what you do for hip hop. Get you back on the show. I gotta get you back,
That
man.
shit good.
We gonna wrap it up, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
On Da Chow.
Shit good though.
Special rice, banging.
Special rice. Yo, keep your girl. If you got a hungry girl, don't fuck. Tell her to stay away from me, man. I feed the hungry.
Yo, anything else you want to tell the people before we go real quick?
I want to say anybody who believes in who you are, believe in what you do, don't never let nobody tell you can't do it, man. You could do anything you want to do. I learned how to cook watching people and say, I want to learn that. And I did it, and I manifested it, and look where I'm at. Same thing with music. I grew up looking at this guy and said, damn, I want to be like the Juice Crew. I want to be like these guys. And I made it, and I now look to what a point he acknowledges the fact that I looked up to him. I remember when Grand Groove came out, I went Chris my grandmother like this, Grand Groove.
Real talk.
Like this is the grand.
And look
He's
now.
the reason why I make the music I make. He made a song about his grandmother, Grand Groove, and Grand Bust the Move. I love you, Grand Groove. This is where I come from. Now I make songs about my daughter, with my daughter, my mother. Like
Fire.
you are the epitome of what an artist is supposed to be to me.
Thanks for coming,
To
King.
me. To me.
Salute.
King. Yeah. Yeah.
Special rice, good times, good energy.
How's the food though?
Gracious.
Liddy?
Real
Liddy,
talk.
right?
That's off the no bullshit talk. This is official.
Liddy.
The Y'all Father, Saigon.
Cheers to that.
Cheers it
Wow.
up.
Cheers to that.
Hope you
Facts.
fellas enjoyed the meal. I hope y'all enjoyed the
Man,
meal.
it was gracious, it was good. I ain't gonna hold you. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good,
I
it was
told
good.
you, man, just keep your girl, don't leave your girl around me. I'm gonna cook that
Wait
special.
for real.
I'm gonna cook that special rice, baby. That special rice, I think it landed. I don't know, man. These are the brothers will tell you, but you know, I enjoyed it. My brothers enjoyed it on some just around. We feast around festivities, around the table, just talking, and I love it, man. I'm happy to be my brother. My brother.
Real talk, real
Tragedy
talk.
Khadafi. Yeah, I call him Intelligent Host. I got so many names for this guy. I call him my teacher.
Remember we first met?
The first time I met you, let me try to say the first time I met you. Because I met you, we bumped heads a couple times. The first time,
But do you remember the first time?
nah, I don't.
We was at your man's studio upstairs. You went through his
We
garage.
go to the back door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They chisel, huh?
Yeah, oh.
They
Nah, you
chisel.
taking the back. That's
chisel.
when I first got out, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna hold you. You know what? You was a little.
Little knuckle.
Nah, you was just a little apprehensive.
Yeah.
Now that let me say this.
I was been like that.
Respectfully though,
Yeah.
I get it though, cause I've been there.
Yeah.
You know, you just touching down.
Yeah.
You coming from out of that habitat.
Yeah.
You know, you a little
Some shit.
antisocial,
Yeah.
and you hungry, and I respect that. Cause now when I see you
Yeah.
more carving your lane, you smiling more.
Nah, that's love, baby.
Nah, that's all love.
Because even if because I'm sure I knew who you was, and I was probably like, I don't want to be. At this time, I'm like, I don't want to be fanned out. That's how I used to be when I met every celebrity. I felt like I had to act like I don't care. No,
I ain't straight.
even when
Yeah.
even when I met Jay-Z and for the first, But inside, I'm like, oh shit, this is Jay-Z.
I did the same
on
thing.
the surface, I'm like,
I did the exact same thing. That's why I understood it.
Yeah, well, Marley, like I said, Marley brought me to his crib after me standing in this nigga, getting chased by the Doberman Pinscher and all that, putting fucking demo tapes in his mailbox. When I finally made it to Future Flavors, man, we had a show on Hot 97, Future Flavors, and I was a guest on that motherfucker. He was like, why is this nigga staring at me like this? But I'm looking at this nigga like, then I had to catch myself like, oh shit. Because I grew up like idolizing this motherfucker. Like more than Michael Jordan. Niggas want to be like Mike, I want to be like Marley Marl. I want to be in the Juice Crew. My whole life, I wanted to be in a symphony video. I wanted to be a part of what everything. I wanted to be on In Control Volume 1. I wanted to diss Red Alert, cause Duck Alert. I wanted to be a part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was part of the Juice Crew. And nobody could tell me I wasn't. And that's because niggas was like, this nigga's delusional. And I'm like, nah, son. And I'm from Brooklyn, and I want to be with the Queens niggas. Fuck it. Big Daddy Kane's from Brooklyn. Duck Alert. Yeah. That's my brother.
Speaking of Kane and that fabric, you got the joint MF Effect with G-Rap. Yeah. Assassin. G-Rap is an assassin.
Best rapper ever.
Assassin.
Best lyricist ever. Lyricist, lyrically, I'm not talking about career-wise.
King, we've been through a lot of trauma, right?
Yeah.
And I feel the album. My favorites is Spooky, Lil Big, MF Effect.
Lil Big, I like Lil Big too.
Lil Big
Promise Ring.
That's the whole album, King.
They're all fire, yeah. That's
it's only 6 songs.
But those are my joints I zero in on. I keep it green, Barry. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the shit I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your cheerleader. I respect you. I love you. I'm gonna tell you how I see it. You know what I mean?
When you said 4 out of 7, I'm good at that.
Yeah, your ratio's great.
Could have been 1.
I want something in this interview, right? A part of Saigon. You very calculative. I respect that. You gotta be. But we've been through a lot of trauma, right? And I respect your growth. I seen the growth from when I first met you up until now, and you giving me that salute. That shit meant a lot to me. Because I seen the growth.
I come from that cloth, so yeah. And, you know, and I watch y'all grow. I watch all y'all grow. So I'm gonna follow y'all from the beginning. It's like, okay, what direction do you grow in? So I call Kool G Rap to this day. I call Big Daddy Kane. I call you, not as much as them, but I call these guys and I ask them for advice. And I ask these guys, I got a lot of access to a lot of what people would deem more successful artists. But I call these niggas for the blueprint and go, how do I make myself grow as an artist? How do I, not only as an artist, how do I maintain my happiness as a man? Because this shit will eat you alive.
That's the most important shit.
Yeah, these motherfuckers don't know. This game is not, it would chew you up and spit you the fuck out, bro.
If you let it, yeah.
If you let it. You start feeling yourself and get into that, caught in a moment. Don't realize it's a moment. It's a moment, my nigga.
So what made you realize that that the game could chew you up and spit you out? What?
By seeing it happen to other people, learning about other people's mistakes, by seeing people who thought they was hot because they had a hot single out, and a year later, not to diss my friend, I had a friend named Mims, who was a friend of mine, and this was my friend, like before he even had the big #1 song in the country.
This Is Why I'm Hot.
This Is Why I'm Hot was the #1
Jackson
song.
Heights, right?
Yeah, he had the #1 song in the country. And people would walk by him and not even recognize who he was. So his song was so much bigger than him. So I'm like, oh shit. How you got the #1 song in the country and we on 42nd Street, my nigga?
And nobody knows.
And not one person stopped and was like, I love your song.
Yeah.
So I'm like, your song could be bigger than you. Like you could have the #1 song in the country is hard to do. I think Jay-Z might have had 1 in his career, 2.
Wow.
And that's with somebody else. I don't think he ever had a #1 song by himself, Jay-Z, in his career. On the pop 100, I don't think he ever. Nas never had one. Like there's so many big artists that never had a #1 song, never in their whole career. Ice Cube never had one. Niggas never had a #1 song. This thing had the #1 song in the country, pop, rhythmic, you name it, #1. and nobody can match your face with your song. That lets me know this shit is a puzzle. You're not gonna be famous because you got a hot song, or vice versa. You could be famous for some other shit. Now we seeing with social media, you could be famous for taking a shit on somebody's car. And it get 10 million views, and people are like, oh, that's the nigga shitting on the car. And they be like, I want a picture with the guy who takes the shits on people's cars. So don't get caught up in fame. Yeah, niggas get so caught up in fame outside of what your talent and being known for doing something, being talented, that we're lost. People just be like, I want to be noticed and recognized. Not for my talent, just because of my face. Just because I got 10 million tattoos, or I do dumb shit, or I make people go, look at me, look at me. That has nothing to do with people admiring you for what you bring, what you bring to the table. And I had to realize that, because I used to get caught up in going, nobody cares. I'm like, damn, but 12 people love this song. I should care more about that 12 people or these 15 people than these thousands of people that don't get it. This should be my, you know what I'm saying? This should be my
What you want people to remember about you?
That you know what? That Saigon came and tried to make the world better than what he left it. And not just the game, just the hip hop community. I understood the power of hip hop. The power of hip hop because it worked on me. When I heard Don't Believe, when I come from mad different eras of the game. I had the motherfucking wooden medallion when X-Clan and them niggas was hot. I had the dashiki. I used to rock the dashiki. It was like this. Yeah. And then I went into hip hop. When gangster, I threw on the scully.
You're not using hands. You're a plucker too.
Yeah,
I seen your last one.
A few.
I seen your last one.
I get bit. But the thing is I follow where the culture was going. I was a student of the culture, like most of these kids are. We follow where the culture's going. So when the shit went from X-Clan to gangster, I went right with it. I threw off the dashiki shits and the African medallions, and I went and got a little rope chain and went with the gangster shit. When cut my head bald, when Honors came out and tried to look cross-eyed, I did all that shit. No, because I was a baby, I was a kid.
Yeah, factual.
Kids are impressionable.
Factual.
So we have that same power to these kids. We have that same power. So these kids who are fucking tattooing their faces and drinking lean till they die and taking you have a fucking plethora. You have so many kids following behind you, and there's no elders. There's no elder statesmen in hip hop. There's no elder and the ones who do are quiet. Like Puffy's supposed to be showing these young niggas where to go.
I don't.
Puffy lost big. You supposed to be stepping in. You're that powerful. Your voice is that. You could be stepping up.
I think it's a choice when you sit.
But kids don't make the right choice. These are babies, bro.
Definitely a choice.
These kids are shooting each other. They're kids, bro.
But
the whole Chicago drill shit.
A Puffy, like that's not. I don't think that's something he necessarily chooses to openly do. Like that's.
Why not though? Why not? But when
can't answer that.
You're a gatekeeper. That's my point. You're a gatekeeper of this culture. Why are you not using your power? Why the fuck will you sit back silent when you're watching these kids shoot each other? When your main artist that made you rich got killed on some gang shit. You supposed to be the main nigga saying stop this shit.
I think the dudes who supposed to do it are doing it, like yourself.
Like who?
You.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't have that voice. Yes, nobody pays attention to me.
Yes, you do.
But Puffy needs to pay attention. Like guys like that need to pay attention and be like, yo, you are so powerful. Jay, like y'all niggas are y'all are our Martin Luther Kings. Y'all are our Malcolm X's.
You know what?
We don't have that no more. Y'all are that.
Just for me, right? Go ahead. Pull yourself. Go ahead.
But to me, Nori's doing it. He's doing it. Because he wouldn't have me on this fucking show. I told Nori know what the fuck I'm going to talk about.
Well, he was saying the same thing about that level. When you get to a certain point, you have to. You have to give back and
no, you have to be a gatekeeper of the culture.
And bring it
gatekeeper or y'all made enough money. Don't stop saying bro about the money you're not gonna make. Y'all got way more than enough to live forever, ever, never, never.
That's that corporate talk.
Now if y'all not doing like on the chat, like this shit is right. This is what you don't want. You don't want to be saying this is why.
Yes, you do. You want to say on the child.
On the child.
If you're free.
Say it with me. On the child. Say it with me, King. On the child. You know why? Because we take this and we turn it around.
Tell where we got it from, though.
We turn it around.
We got this from prison. This is what means it's time to eat in prison. If you in there with nothing to eat, there's something at the mess hall
Guess
for
what?
you.
Guess what? That's what they said it means. You know what it means to me?
Time to eat.
Time to eat.
Time to eat.
Time to get it. Look, it's time to get it.
Time to get it.
It's time to get it.
That's why I love what you. That's what I mean by us taking wrong and making it right. That's
right.
what you're doing it.
Because the same way when you say Puffy is supposed to be doing this.
He is.
To me, hold on, wait. To me,
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
But to me,
Yeah.
little
Not just Puffy. All of
a
it.
little older. And you know what?
Okay.
I made Arrest the President, right? When I made Arrest the President, I don't regret it.
You shouldn't.
When I made Arrest, I never.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Young boy with heart.
Yes, absolutely.
Young boy with heart. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I still got heart. But you know what?
16?
Nah, I was 18.
What's a butt? I want to hear the
18.
butt.
Butt is a born
Child,
universal
that's
truth.
a
But listen,
baby.
this is what I'm saying. You know what? I still got heart. The difference is I realized that life ain't black and white for me no more. You know why? And I'm gonna say this.
It's not black.
Hear me
You
out,
mean
hear me out,
color?
okay?
You mean color? I got.
No, I looked this shit either on this side of the table or that side of the table, right? If somebody like Jay, right, gets to a point where he's at financially, right, and in power with leverage, and he's paying the most payouts through deals, right? Listen, wait.
You mean like financially?
Hear me out for a second.
Okay.
Hear me out for a second.
Okay.
And quietly, right? Quietly, he's doing things that's not necessarily in the public eye. You feel me?
How? But what good is your influence if you're doing it quietly?
What good is it?
Yeah, if you're doing it quietly, and your most important thing is your influence, not your money. Is you saying do it. Jay-Z can make a nigga go from jersey to button up to fucking sweatshirt. Your influence, fuck your money, bro. Your influence is more than your money. You saying this is the way to go.
I agree.
So
what I'm saying,
Uh-huh.
it is a war, right?
Yeah.
And in a war, you have different levels.
And
of
you a
force.
general. You a
have
general by
generals,
fault.
You have
By default.
soldiers.
Yeah.
You have commanders.
And you know you're a general. You
have commanders.
You're a general.
And everybody got a part to play.
And you're a general.
You're playing your part.
I'm not a general. I wish I was a general.
Cut that out. Listen.
I'm not a general.
You're not a general?
Nah. I have general characteristics, but I don't have that status. If I had that status, trust me, I'd be in a position where I can get more people to follow me. What it is nobody wants to be a part, and I don't want to say nobody because it's brothers like ourselves, but we're so scared of losing the punk ass benefits and the little punk ass perks we get for not stepping up. Like Dead Prez, right? I came out of jail. I went right to their studio, President in Brooklyn, right? And these guys were making an album to where they was saying some shit where I'm like, you niggas is on a major label and y'all saying this?
Put it on loud.
They was on Loud.
That's all I see.
At the time, Steve Rifkin was the biggest. So I'm like,
Yeah, Wu-Tang Mobb Deep.
Wu-Tang,
MOP,
Mobb Deep, yeah.
Pun.
The biggest. And these guys that came, and even Fat Joe came and was like, this is y'all album, y'all bucking. And I was like, these niggas are not scared of the system. They're not scared to go against the grain. Most of us, we got fear. We have this embedded. It's almost like when we run when we see a cop. It's like if a nigga coming to projects with he ain't even gotta have a fucking cop uniform on. If he's white, niggas gonna assume he's a parole officer. He's a detective. Especially if he got a suit and tie on. We won't even press him. But if a nigga that come through the projects, nobody knows, niggas is pressing him. Who you here to see, son? Who? Because he's black. And we got this self-hatred, this self-fear of each other, and this thing when it comes to white people to where they're white, we automatically look at them as authority, no matter who they are. Niggas don't go surround white people if they walk in the PJs. Niggas gonna be like, this nigga's white, he gotta be a cop, he's authority. You a man that can look like that. You don't look like we gonna rob, unless he's drunk and stumbling, and then still niggas gonna be like, no, that's a DT, son. He's tricking us. But if it's a black motherfucker, if he got anything worth of value, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. Don't let the nigga walk to the projects with a little gold chain on. We're gonna rob him. That's what we do, because he's black. It ain't the chain. It's the fact this motherfucker's black. And we feel like we can get away with it. Because they taught us we can do all this shit to each other. And there's no consequence to it. And we feel like that. This is how we treat our women. This is how we treat our kids.
What would you say to Jay-Z then, right now?
I would say, please, Jay-Z, use your influence because You are Jay-Z, and everybody controls what you do. Use that to teach our people the power of our music, the power of our athleticism, the power of everything we have to build up our community. We have to. Same
Come on,
shit.
baby.
Same difference. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. but the same thing.
You smoke Jay and they drink too.
I like this. Jay Electronica said that. But it's the same thing that I would say to you, my brother. It's just because it's just the fact that Jay-Z has all this influence. That's more than your money. Fuck your money. Use your influence. You don't need your money. Use the fact you could say, Simon says do this, and niggas do it. You're Simon. You're Simon.
Rest in
These
peace.
niggas are
Rest in
Simon.
peace, George Floyd.
Yeah. Shout out to his cousin. Yeah. And I never met him, but it's still my blood.
You found out after
my
he
blood.
he was killed.
Because of Sharon. Shout out to Sharon and Andrew.
So wait, George Floyd was
my cousin.
Your first cousin?
Second cousin.
Second cousin. Wow.
Yeah. Second cousin.
Did that kind of motivate you to do this album too?
Nah, because I've been on this shit since I got in the game, bro.
True.
It just
but
so
I'm
happened.
just saying though. Like,
I didn't even know he's my cousin until I went to Facebook and all my family members with the name Floyd, because he's way out in fucking Minnesota when this happened. So I'm not putting Floyd and Floyd. My cousins are Andrew, James Floyd. So when I seen all them saying cuz, yo, cutting at the fit, that's when I'm like, oh shit. It's the same lineage. So I didn't want to go crazy. Like when it happened, I waited till after the shit died down to even mention it. I didn't run them. I knew about it when it happened. I didn't run them be like, cause it's like but the whole thing is like, yo, bro, we shouldn't have to wait for something fucked up to happen for us to be like, yo, we deserve better. And without us collectivism, without us thinking we belong with each other, we deserve each other, and we love each other, we ain't gonna get no better. Unity. The word unity is in community. You don't have a community if you don't have a common unity. The word community is a common unity.
maybe too, even for you, for somebody like you, right? It's more than just records too. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I think.
I'm hearing it, I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
And
I'm feeling
that's
it.
why I love the fact to build with somebody like you. On top of cooking and eating, this is good. It's nourishment, and it's good that niggas could cook. But on top of this shit, to just sit down and build with somebody who made arrest the president. The president's cool, but we gotta start with each other, bro. Cause we don't unity. We don't not that black and brown. We all the same. That's why when a Puerto Rican or a person who's a brown and be like, oh, we not black. They tell them that, cause they gonna treat you like you black. And I don't mean white, cause I got white. Some of my best friends are white. I mean oppressors. White is
it's a difference.
It's a difference between oppressive and white.
Cause I know some black oppressors.
Exactly. Bing, 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 bing. So now it's
You just
about.
mentioned a few, but listen. But see,
You're
now
right.
look.
I know I did.
You know what I mean? But at the same time,
and that's the sad part.
Yeah.
It's sad because how much money do you need, my nigga? The fuck does your kid eat?
That's why. See,
Filet
I'm trying to get you to understand.
Filet mignon baby food.
That's another order.
Yeah, caviar baby food. We gotta eat. Niggas, I'm trying to feed my kids.
I respect, and I'm not just saying this because, like, even with NO, like, I respect what he's doing, and I learned something when I went and did his show.
Yeah,
I learned something. You know what I mean?
Me too.
He taught me something.
He pulled me to the side. Same shit.
He told me something,
Me too.
and I appreciate him for that.
But you know why? He owed it to you. You told him a lot.
Well, it's a choice. Just
And
because
he took the choice.
a person don't gotta give you necessarily.
You're right. And he
what's
took the
owed
choice.
to you.
No, but you taught him. I think he learned that from you. That's why I bought that shit up, my nigga. Because that in
I see
itself,
that, yeah.
that in itself lets me know this nigga. Because you said some shit in the rhyme, taught you how to breathe on beat. If it wasn't for me, you'd be on the street. And that might be a true story because he always admits that. Like, nigga Trash taught us everything. We was goons in the hood.
That's right.
Trash is the nigga that said, nah, y'all niggas could be something.
And you know what? Just like when you reflect with your daughter, with your seed and all that, right?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna make
the
a long
same-
story
it's
a
the
little
same
longer. In the cycle of things, she will wind up teaching you something. Not saying he's my child,
She already has.
but I
She
taught him
already
some
has.
things, and just recently he taught me something. You know what I mean?
He loved you, though. He loved you.
And I see that.
He love you, though.
I see
that.
that.
Nigga love you. That nigga.
I love him too.
He love you. He's appreciative. That nigga is appreciative like a mother. Like, that's what I love about Nori, bro. Nori's he's a real one. He's a nigga.
Let's give a cheers to Nori
Yes,
right
yes.
now.
Peace to NORE.
Cheers
man.
right here.
Santiago, man. Vic.
Bong.
Vic Santiago,
El
man.
Cadosa.
Yeah. Because he could have took. He don't have to pay all that homage. He pays super homage when it comes to you. He be like, nigga, without trash, ain't no CNN, ain't no none of this shit. He quick to say that. He'd be the first one to be like, nigga, trash taught us.
And I appreciate him.
Yeah,
he showed me that my
a
shit
lot of
work.
people not gonna do that.
He showed me that my shit work. You showed me that it worked too.
Yeah, nigga.
Keep doing what you doing. Keep doing what you doing.
Yeah.
You just said something earlier.
Thank you.
I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna boomerang it back to you, right?
Yeah.
You said earlier, you was like, yo, to the youth, you're just the youth. You said, yo, believe in yourself, believe what you're doing. I know you believe in yourself too, and we're gonna build on another note. We're gonna keep building. You see, I've been bothering you for months too. I hate you every day.
And I'm like,
I hate you every day.
Bro,
you know
that's
that,
why
right?
I was like, I don't care. I hope we not too late, but I'm showing up. There's no way I'm canceling.
You ain't late, you
Bro,
on time.
I was mad late.
I thought you wasn't gonna come. He's like, no, I don't know.
Saigon, he ain't gonna
He
You want to push it for 2 to 3.
Ain't shit, ain't
That was
shit,
us.
ain't
No.
But,
He was ready.
but I appreciate that.
I wasn't gonna let this go this time.
Bottle. Got the bottle. We need
Once I sent my ingredients in, I was like, nigga, I gotta show up.
It's light, but guess what?
We need to get another.
There's another one.
I want you to understand something. Like,
What's that?
the same way you telling the youth believe in themselves, do not for 1 minute say you're not a general. I respect that. Yo, I say no.
Let me use the bathroom. Cause I'm peeing.
Yo, hold on, what you doing, man?
I was holding this shit for a minute for the
What the
camera.
fuck is this guy doing?
No, turn that
You
off.
don't pee, man. You piss.
Piss, nigga, same shit.
We got 9 minutes, but you know what? You got for a lifetime. You've been doing your thing. Don't ever take away from you being a general. If I say that, take from that plate.
Nah, thank you.
I'm a commander.
Nah, I appreciate
Hold on,
it.
you a commander
Yeah, I
too.
appreciate it.
You paid.
I appreciate it. You
That's,
know what?
that's
Nori,
less than a paid lesson. You heard?
nigga said that shit, and he said, yo, you number. When Nori started my interview, he said,
Oh,
yo,
shit, my
you
cheese.
got a legend. I'm like, nigga, that word is big, man. But then I started to go back and be like, damn, not to say I'm a legend in hip hop, but I'm a legend for what, in my world, for where I come from, the way I made it, and to what I stood for, and how many kids. I made a song called Pain in My Life with Trey Songz.
Pain in my life.
Someone paying it, and that song right
That's
there.
just fire.
I had so many young girls hit me on social media and say, yo, I was promiscuous and I was sleeping around and I heard that song and now I'm gonna wait till I'm married before I have sex again. Like, to even 10, 12 girls, for me to have that impact on their life with a song to where they gonna go change their whole life. They was like, yo, I was sleeping around. Nigga, that's just the power we have. That's the power we have. To where she tell me she gonna wait till she married before she fuck again. And this girl was sleeping with 2, 3 niggas a night. Like letting niggas run trains on her. These are young, these little girls don't know. They think that's love.
It's not just
Cause
them, it's the boys too.
We been them niggas, but we been the boys, bro. We been the ones thinking it's okay for me and my homies to
that
fuck
make you a
one
man.
girl.
Oh, that make you a
yeah.
man.
Oh, look, we lit. Ooh, we ran a train on shorty. Nah, Mo, you supposed to be the nigga.
Could you forgive me, bro?
Yeah, of course.
I like that. I fucks with you. I like that.
Of course.
She said, I like that.
Of course.
I have a question for both of you.
Talk to me. I'll talk back.
That Trag, me and you have spoken a lot about a lot of different things, but when you were locked up, when you were incarcerated, the story with China Mac you talked about, you didn't want to rap. When he brought you to the studio, he was like, yo, look, I got a studio. You didn't want to rap. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct. Saigon, your name, you got the name of YardFather from rapping on the yard.
Mm-hmm.
The way, the contrast between both of you in the same situation is crazy.
I think I know why though. So you could obviously you wasn't in jail with China Mac. Obviously not.
Who, me?
Yeah. Not on your first bid.
Go ahead. Let me see where you
On
going.
your first bid?
Nah.
Yeah, not on Elmira.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me see.
Elmira. I know this nigga's story more than he knows. Elmira was young trash. No, I don't know.
You think I was spitting young trash?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the
In the
timing
yard.
of you being there with him at the same time. China Mac, the whole way his whole dynamic is, Y'all was in jail together. No,
We was in Sing Sing together.
but this wasn't your first big.
You know it wasn't my first baby because he's a baby.
Exactly.
I mean,
He's a baby.
respectfully.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my bro. I respect him.
So we see the brother in there on some later shit. Nigga, I'm not in here trying to rap neither. Nigga, I'm in a whole different mindset. Nigga, yeah, this is the last thing I want to do.
Making me sick.
Yeah, I don't want
to even think about that right
nigga,
now.
Nigga, I say my
That's
first time, man. Yeah, nigga, I'm mad at myself for being here.
Exactly right.
You mad at yourself for being here at this time. You're not in here being like, look.
Plus, it's different now. When we young trash.
Babies, yeah, young trash would have ate
in
him
a
up.
guy like this.
Let's go to the ball, yeah.
But
Yeah.
older trash like
Yeah.
I got
Because now you're mad at yourself at this point.
and you don't need to be looking for points. Like I'm not
Yeah.
here. I'm not opening no doors.
make
We
me
not
do it
doing
to
nothing
you.
new.
Because you got exactly. That's
what I'm saying?
And that's the secondary.
They might take the kindness, the quietness for weakness.
Yeah.
Like how you said in one of your interview, they take your
100%.
smile for weakness.
1,000,000%.
That's slow gas.
They take manners for weakness.
Don't
When
play
niggas
with
say
me.
please and thank you too many times, that nigga soft, son.
Yeah.
Nigga said thank you 3 times.
We don't need to be around
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
We don't need
nigga
to be
soft.
around
son.
that.
And then
That's
you
why
gotta-
I'm appreciative, not to cut you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm appreciative of where I'm at right now and where I'm going with things, hopefully.
Nah, this is why I like my brother Fangs. Like Fangs is these are guys. All my friends from prison are the friends I have today. I tell people that today. I don't have no friends that I wasn't in prison with, bro. I don't give a fuck if I know you from the sandbox, my nigga. You have to prove to me that we gotta be in the most fucked up situation we could be in, that you're still loyal to me
That's right,
when we're
yeah.
both on the same point. Not when you up and I'm down or vice versa. And you could be up and a nigga might need you, he'll act like the most loyal nigga in the world because you taking care of him. Or vice versa. You might be the nigga putting in work with the gun who's holding the human holster. He's the nigga with the money and he's looking at you like, oh, this nigga gonna hold the hammers. But when y'all both at the same level, that's when you determine who's fuck with you for real. When y'all niggas both got nothing and y'all gotta figure it out together. You know what I'm saying? Once it's up or down, it's hard to tell. If you don't, even when you grow up with a motherfucker, because you could know a nigga your whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks. What up?
Come here real quick, son.
Been here, bro.
Come here real quick. Come here. Just could he stand by? You get him in the shot?
Yeah.
Been here, bro.
Yeah. This is one of the realest niggas.
Brownsville, what up?
Be fair.
What's gracious?
I'm here, bro.
All right, good shit.
Always been here.
Yeah.
What you want to tell the people, man?
I always want to say like jail. One thing about prison, if you're smart enough to use that time for yourself and not let the time fuck you up, it's almost as good as college, my nigga. Probably better. Probably better than college. Number one, you ain't gotta pay for it. It is, bro. It is.
You don't agree?
Well, I'm gonna explain myself.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you why,
Yeah.
right? Number one, ain't no student loan. They do. First of all,
It's a tuition.
no, it ain't.
Absolutely.
Well, you ain't gotta pay. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Yes,
The government.
Yes, I did.
I'll tell you something.
No. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Well, then you could go.
They got 2 minutes. Come on.
All right. The reason why I say that is because the reason why. Yeah, go ahead. Cause we got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes.
Oh,
Say
no,
something.
no, I'm just saying,
Oh.
you use it for what you want to use it for, bro. Like, I did 17 straight. Then come back and forth. I did 17 straight, bro. And I made sure I got something out of it. I didn't come out the same dude.
You did 17?
Yeah, straight.
Get away from them knives, nigga.
Oh!
I'm glad you home.
I got one in my pocket. Nigga, took my
Nigga pulled out the box. Nigga pulled out the box.
Get away from
On the town.
came
On the town.
Yo, listen. One thing about me, even though he said I'm a walking project, I love the street, I love the struggle and tragedy that's triumph, just like it's pain, peace, and prosperity, you know what I'm saying?
That's right, baby.
Hold on, can I get the book? When you said that?
Of
Pain,
course.
peace, and prosperity.
What's wrong with me, real quick? Matter of fact, just enough.
Say that again.
Pain, peace, and prosperity.
Get the book.
From tragedy to triumph, this is what we do.
Yeah, baby.
Intelligent hoodlums.
All right.
Cop that.
We're on this one. This camera.
Cop that. I'm gonna actually, can I get this one?
Yeah, 25 hours.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I was gonna tell you I was
Cap it, baby.
No, I done put a lot of labor. I put a lot of sweat
Let me
equity.
rep this.
Please.
I want everybody out there to go and get this because you know what? For this man to write a book, I know this is rich with knowledge and experience.
Yeah.
And the best lesson is a pay lesson. You could pay with your emotions, you could pay with your life, you could pay with money, or
Fact.
you could pay and or all the above.
Factual.
Get that.
Factual.
On the
OG.
jab,
OG.
Something
Make
like
it
that.
happen.
Something like that.
OG.
On the chow.
On the chow. Tragedy Khadafi.
I'm still doing my thing. I'm not in the ground yet. I'm just saying too.
Yeah, you're responsible for a lot of shit.
Number 7.
I'll catch one right now on the
I'm just saying,
mic.
bro, you gotta do it now,
Album
nigga.
777.
I'm gonna play some shit for you.
Look, there you go.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta see. We gotta.
I'm a
And I
humble nigga. I
cooked
don't
the
talk that
belly.
much.
I'm
Number
just saying.
one
Nah,
cook.
I'm not.
Yo,
Number 10, baby.
Hey, yo, son. I'm about to go first place.
Yo, we gotta snatch him up, bro.
First
Yo,
place.
son, you know that,
Got
right?
the pen, baby.
First place, man. Up on the first place.
You supposed to cook give me.
Yo, son, we gotta snatch him up, bro.
You're supposed to do that.
Us a little bit, bro.
First place cooking, man. Look,
Now why you do that, man?
Let's go.
This is history.
No, seriously, bro.
I
the beginning.
My nigga, this is Queen's Bridge. Ain't no bridge without this nigga, bro. What the fuck? Who you talking
Turn
about?
this out.
Even Marley will tell you that, nigga. Yeah, we needed Trad. Trad just gave us the street shit.
Trash.
You guys want to do a sign off?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to say thank you to my man coming through. Thank you to the team. This has been a very, very, very
Amazing. Amazing.
good interview episode.
Man, On Da Chow,
And
man.
you actually got busy on the food too.
Thank you.
Fucking right.
Thank you, man.
You're a blessing. You're a blessing. You're a
Thank
blessing.
you, King.
Blessing.
You a blessing, King.
Ain't no good
Ain't no
reflection.
Saigon
Good
without.
reflection.
Ain't no Saigon
Good
without the
reflection.
big homie.
Good reflection.
Ain't no Saigon without Tragedy
Ain't the big
Khadafi.
homie without a
Ain't no
Saigon.
Saigon. I wouldn't even thought of the name Saigon
Top.
if I know you could come with different places to get a name from. I didn't know you could name yourself after another motherfucker or a place.
We got a lot
Until
to us.
this-
We got a
yeah.
lot to us.
Factual.
It's gonna happen.
Shout out to my man at 18
Boom.
at. If you don't know, you know now.
Happy birthday, Danny.
Happy
Danny,
birthday
happy
on the
birthday.
child, on the
On
child.
the child, baby.
Danny, happy birthday.
Man.
We love you to
Man.
death.
DC, my beloved.
Yes, sir.
To the top,
Brooklyn,
to the top.
Brooklyn, the whole what?
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Champion Sham.
Bang.
Bang, bing.